Draft champ. You get a quick peek at some of the stars in today's game. We're ready to go. Let's get down to kickoff. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in Draft Champions. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he... Taken down back shy of the 20.
Tight right.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go now.
Here's Matt Forte with his first carry. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gives him a new set of downs. So the offense lining up 1st and 10.
There's a good push to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something that's sarcastic, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, I mean, can flat-out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
That's really well. You got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it. Slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback that doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road.
All right, here we go.
Now Goff on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
2nd and 10. Goff again. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Let's go. Way to go, G. Way to go.
From the red zone now, Goff can't find anyone open. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's brought down. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool him with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Again, Goff. And his throw is incomplete. Jalen Strong, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense, but in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away.
Looking for Barnage, and it's... Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard, the 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive. Pick-6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Olivier Vernon coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Tight left, tight left. Hey.
And no cross coverage here. Backing off in the secondary. Here's Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The tight end, Gary Barnidge, the intended receiver. And it brings up 4th down. Here's John Ryan now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And he did get it back, I do think, yes. So no turnover on the punt, and it'll be a first down.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant.
Going on first is Wentz. Going for the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. They'll get 32 yards there. And the Eagles are now set up with a 1st and goal.
They took a shot downfield towards the end zone, and it came up with a big-time catch, but he was tackled a little bit short of the goal line. Now the defensive guys, they got to pick their heads up and try and hold them to a field goal attempt.
Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because the goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
Down and goal from the 1. They'll try and punch it in with Crowell. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
And they might think about going for it here, but it's still just the second quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Andrew Corliss from 4 yards out. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Now Goff going up top. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. But no matter what the defense throws at them, They feel like they're in a group.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. And it's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. They go back to the air here after the INT. Coleman has it here right side. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
No. Check. Patriot.
On second down, Forte. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And time for us to take a break here in the booth. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. Back to throw, Goff. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Gary Barnidge, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I think they want to go and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. And quickly they get to the line. Now Wentz. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And that's one of his advantages of a passer. With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see. It's caught inside the 25. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And it'll be first down, Eagles. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game at the end.
And they're going to hurry back to the line.
Here we go.
Wentz again. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Andrew Corliss, the big tight end, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Double tight. 3 down.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. And it's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it second and short. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first.
Here we go now.
Here's Goff now on second down. Sets up the screen to Forte. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Watch left. He's tight right there.
Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 4 down. Detroit.
On first and 10, gone. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Olivier Vernon in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Check 26.
Forte, the lone running back.
Leopard! Set! 3-19!
Play action. It's gone. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Short boot, take it at the 21. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook.
Let's go!
They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies and try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see what they do just now. Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Joplo Bartu. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's third down. On third and long, it's Wentz. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 41 yards.
Well, they just treated third and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the first down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And that's going to be incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there, and it's third down.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Now Wentz on third down. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he gets us all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to force it and pick up a first down.
Third time. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kelvin Benjamin. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And he puts it through. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And in the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On first down, it's gone. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big. But sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz. And even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Third and long. It's gone. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Oh, he slipped right by him. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nacho not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they're going to speed things up here.
Green 39. Green 39.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Deep drop. He sets to fire deep. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And now out come the Jags. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position ball as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit. Detroit.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. He's going to look deep down the field. And got his man complete. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 49 yards.
Not the tallest receiver on the field, but he just shouted to admit that the little guy can't go downfield and make a big-time catch on a deep pass. So sometimes they'll just out-scrap you for the football.
And Barnage has it on the right side. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Back now at Ford Field. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
4 down, 4 down. Now let's go.
Now 1st down throw, gone. Completes it to Moncrief, left side. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Blue 90. Blue 90. Now lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To the air again. Gone. And that is incomplete here.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone?
All right, here we go.
Eyes, meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. From the 9-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Forte. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. The one thing that has clicked in there is spreading things out.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.